Going to restart.
Can I have a professional opinion? How close are these two steering racks?
Professional opinion, you're asking me.
Are you going to the outside of the steering?
I'm on the edge of it, just on the...
Out to the edge of the tie rod?
Yeah.
1470. $14.70.
There you go, that's what it's done.
So this is a UCF20. The PPS solenoid, progressive power steer. It's got the same plug and it's got the same plug. They're both the same. And physically they look the same. The difference in the 10 is the 10's got this bracket, which may or may not swap over with regard to that tie rod end, but that's a difference, and they didn't put it on the 20s. And then these lines are different. But I'm thinking anyone with half a clue could put a UCF20 into a UCF10 and not run that dampener. Are we concurring on that?
Looks like the dampener would probably swap over though, without pulling it apart. But
yeah, we haven't pulled it apart to look, but we've got the...
Well, it's got a step thing and a step thing there, so...
So the bones are exactly the same.
It's very similar. There's a lock ring in there, there's a lock ring in there.
That's the same, but then it's got that extra bit.
Yeah, it's got an extra bit there.
These are a little bit kinky, eh?
Yeah, can you get me like a screwdriver to peel this back? Please? So we'll peel that back and have a bit of a look. But I think you're right, Jace. I reckon...
Well, they'll be interchangeable. I'd say they'll be interchangeable.
I reckon there's going to be another... Definitely got a screwy thing in there. And these lines look very much like they would interchange. And the only difference is whether... And I don't think that's going to foul anyway. I think that will do it.
This is the end of the rack, eh?
I don't really want to wreck that booty.
Well, that's not the first time you've said that, eh? While you're shoving your shaft in there.
I would say that the rack itself is the same. It's just the bit that ends and bits that end.
Yeah, because this
Shorter.
and we've got a different kink in it, haven't we?
Yeah.
We kink a different way with the tie rod ends. That's why tie rod ends are different. And so this one again, they kink back different ways. I'd actually like to know if someone's done it and put a UCF20 into a UCF10.
Would it be an upgrade?
It is if that one's leaking and stuffed and you can't get them anymore. The problem being, a lot of UCF10s, like especially over here in New Zealand, right? We can't get UCF10s easy. But we can still get UCF20. And I'll check with part numbers. This still may go like right up into the VVTI. So it may actually go from like 94 to 99, 2000. We still got LS400s over here. So if that enables us to keep these old girls running, then yeah, it's an upgrade, isn't it? We can still get things like tie rod ends. So from that point of view, yes, we can get that stuff.
What tie rod end do you like the best?
I want the one that fits the car. So okay. you'd put those ones onto this rack in a 10. Because there's going to be a reason they have this. with regard to the suspension. But of course, when you look at the part number, there's a couple of differences, so it's going to be a different part number, even if they do interchange. And I reckon it's doable, eh? Right, guys, you probably want to know what we were just on about. Young mate of ours, he's been in a few videos, Hayden, and well, he drives a UCF10 Celsior. He often tests our ECU, so it's really handy to have. And his steering rack was stuffed. It was actually bent. So I gave him our UCF10 steering rack that I had there, which also tended to be stuffed, which is not unusual for a UCF10 steering rack. And fortunately, we'd done that comparison, and we ended up flicking the UCF20 rack over, and it could have been fitted as it was. But we actually did is, the man who was rebuilding the steering rack, he whipped it apart, and the internals are different, but interchangeable. So they put the UCF20 internals into the UCF10 body and produced a steering rack that would work. But the UCF20 would have worked with the correct tire ends. And hopefully this is going to help you guys out who are running UCF10 and can't find a steering rack. Same problem here, and in other places around the world, the UCF10s are getting old and harder to find. We didn't get a lot of them over here, and different places around the world suffer the same fate. The USA still got plenty of them. They still seem to be okay, but 5 years time that could change. There could be a lot that are off the road or rusted out and rated for engine swaps, and parts may get a little bit harder to find. So a UCF20 with the correct knowledge and adaptation there can be used in a UCF10. Hope that's been helpful. Talk to you soon. Catch you later.